Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Aaron Dull, and I just wanted to take you on a tour of my minimalist apartment. As you can see, I've got like basically nothing in here. I really don't like having things, it just makes your life more complicated. So, I just keep it down to like a couple books, a couple speakers for when I want to listen to music. Other than that, it's like pretty much nothing, over here I've got a couple guitars for when I want to express myself, and then I just have like one or two computers over here, and then I kind of have this drawer. It's only just got a couple things in here, like some drumsticks, and some like nice cloth for wiping down my wind instruments. Have an extra mouse just in case. I have this nice diffuser. I like to only have things that bring me joy. I use 2 cups of water instead of just 1. Because I like to drink as much water as I possibly can. I have a modem. You need to have a CD player. Loop pedal. I've got a loop pedal. I like to have pens because it's just when you don't have anything to write something down. So I've got some dry erase markers. I've got some regular pens. These are my standard go-to. You gotta have a couple permanent markers. I like having these clips, and it's good to have a couple extra. Have an extra mouse. Really just basically nothing in this apartment. I've got a GoPro in this bag. You need a damper pedal. I have some USB extension cables, regular USB for your printer or to go from your MIDI controller into the recording interface. Now, when I bought a Macintosh computer, it came without a CD drive, so I had to go to Goodwill and spend $4.99 on this bad boy here. If you have a lot of devices, which I really don't have very much stuff, but these are really great, a USB hub, but I actually got a different one because this one was like emitting this like very quiet, super high-pitched, whiny sound in the middle of like night, and it was just like my computer was off, but just because this thing's plugged into the wall, just and it's like, I'm gonna go deaf. For video games, I have these USB controllers, but I don't actually have any games. Again, it's like kind of a minimalist thing. Printer paper. I have all this college ruled notebook paper that I think I've had this stack of paper for 10 years. I have a bag full of guitar strings and an extra 9-volt battery. These clips, they're really good for playing music outdoors, and you don't want your music to fly everywhere, just go everywhere. I have an extra strap, a handheld VHF radio for when I'm boating. I have a stapler. So I have this saxophone. This is really a saxophone. It's just a piece of junk though. This is called a doumbek, Middle Eastern drum. It has a good tone. Baseball bat. I do actually own a baseball, but this is mainly for self-defense because I live in a high crime neighborhood. The tambourine. Clipboards. You can never have enough clipboards. I have a clipboard for every. I have an extra tripod, books, some old notebooks. These are like notebooks from middle school, high school, elementary school even. You don't want to throw that stuff away. That's precious. Dehumidifier. Okay. Here's the deal. You don't want to have anything in your living space that doesn't bring you joy. And so let me show you what's in my closet. Basically nothing. Right. Bass guitar. We were at a metal show one time and there was this band called Choker. I had to put one of their stickers on my case. I installed this light. I used to be an electrician. I basically have nothing in here, just a couple guitar cases, some sleeping bags, box of tools, and this old like center console for when I used to do Jimmy John's delivery, and I had a truck that didn't have any kind of center console whatsoever. I like collect money. I believe in having a net worth and just trying to always grow your wealth. So I have these different tubs, each, I could sort the coins. Any like extra little pocket knives and deodorant, and this is my flute teacher gave me that. I have some hats. These are actually dancing shoes. I have a bunch of cool ties. Here's a bunch of clothes that I never wear. The farther back it gets, it's like the less often I wear it. So there's some pretty weird stuff back here actually. Tuxedo. This shirt I've had for like 10 years. The thing I'm most proud of here is my kilt, which was given to me as a gift. Came with a matching shirt and a leather jacket that I never wear, because anytime I put on a leather jacket, I feel like I'm just trying to be cool. I had these binoculars for checking out the moon and the other celestial objects. Jupiter, the moons of Jupiter. I did not know that you could just take a little pair of binoculars and go check it out, and it's like, those are the moons of Jupiter. Like, Mars is 35 million miles away right now. I don't even know how far Jupiter is. Poker set, chess set. You gotta be prepared, but again, I'm a minimalist, so I really try to have, you always need to keep a stack of really important papers. You know, anything that anybody ever sends you in the mail, you just gotta save it. I have this cable hooked up to the wall. I used to be an electrician. Piano's not set up right now. You have to have a HEPA filter. If you're a wuss like me and you get allergies in the springtime, I just pump this thing up to maximum. Just crank it up. Removes all the odors from the air. If I'm f***ing a lot, you know, anything like that. Books. It's important to be educated, but I only like to keep, you know, 1 or 2 books around. If it's something I've already read, you know, I'll probably just sell it or return it back to the library. I've got a couple of instruments. I've got another clarinet down here. And, you know, I've got an extra flute. It's actually, I loaned it to my friend. But, you know, one of my favorite possessions, actually, again, only things that bring you joy. You should only have things that, this 10-quart stock pot is also functioning as a output rack for my printer, because the printer was from a thrift store, so it cost me $8, but I had to order a power cord online. Again, only things that bring you joy. I have this tripod with this fancy camera on it. More books, you know, just a couple books. These are some of my compositions. One thing I always wanted to have was a Flying V guitar. I have a music stand. Inside these buckets, I have a variety of, you know, one is full of tools, another one is full of, like, power cables and extension cables, and then I have another one, this one here is full of different types of audio cables. I like cooking with cast iron. I just have a couple on my stove. It's important to be clean, so I have a shop vac. I recently acquired this PA thing, so I'm not sure where to put this. Here's a box of old stuff that my mom made me take. I was like, Mom, can you just keep it in your basement? Basically, look, at the end of the day, you know, what's the purpose of life? The purpose of life is to be happy. It's not to be, you know, to have a million things and to be like some kind of, you know, super collector, like a hoarder of a million and one things. But let me tell you about my favorite possession. It's this picture. The prophet Karl Marx, who said so many great things in his book, The Communist Manifesto. Yeah. I'm so glad you're here with me. So anyway, thanks for giving me a chance to show you. You know, I just got a couple laptops here. Here, this other laptop. Look, 100%. Minimalism rocks. I just come home and I'm like, man, I don't have anything. I feel so free. I feel like I've got all the room in the world to move around. And, you know, I hope that you'll see this video and you will decide, you'll say to yourself, I want to be a minimalist too. So with that said, I want to thank you so much for joining me and just watching my video. And I hope that you will hit the like button, and I hope that you will hit the subscribe button, and that you will share more of your time with me, and just, you know, we can live and grow together. And I just want to thank you so much. All right, everybody.